Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I'm Terraphon with the Quantum Cafe, and this is How to Star Citizen. Hello, aspiring Star Citizen miners. Today, we're going to talk about scanning for rocks. Okay? There's been a lot of changes to scanning lately, and I'm going to talk to you about how to do this in the most efficient and accurate way possible so that you can get good rocks, get good mining, get good money faster. So I'm out in Air and Halo right now. Now, I'm not going to talk about how to get to Air and Halo. That's a whole other subject. This method works for any space-based asteroid mining, all right? So any of the various asteroid clusters, etc., this is how you do this, all right? Step number one, hit V. That's V like Victor to go to your scanning mode. When you first go here, your radar is going to be set at 360 degree field of view, which means if you hit tab right now to ping, you're going to be getting returns from 360 degrees around you. We don't want that. So I'm going to hit the period or full stop for you folks in Europe key on my keyboard, and that's going to drop my FOV right over here. Well, that's kind of annoying that I can't get over there to show you. Anyway, it drops the FOV down to 179 degrees. All right, now I have already set the waypoint for my return trip, which is also important. You want to make sure that your return waypoint is set for a couple of reasons. One, because that's going to be your general direction that you're going to be going while you're mining. That helps to ensure that you're not flying around in circles, scanning the same, 15 or 20 rocks over and over and over and making a fool out of yourself. Two, this way, if somebody appears near you and they get a little closer than you're comfortable with, you spool up and go, right? You've already got a destination set, and I'm running the stock drive and I'm already ready to go now. And then I take off, I get out of here, right? Once you've got your destination set, you've got your field of view at 179, and your this middle circle is as big as it can go. You do that with the mouse wheel, go backwards to make it bigger, forwards to make it smaller. I'm gonna hit tab and send out a ping. Now I have a couple of returns here. I'm gonna look at this one that's 11.9 kilometers out, and we're gonna be dealing entirely with returns that are within 12 kilometers, right? Because 12 kilometers is the point at which you can get some information on them. So I put my little crosshair right over the rock. I hit period 6 times to drop my field of view down to 2 degrees, and I mouse wheel forward until my scanning ring is as tight as it can be. I'm gonna hit tab again, and that return's gonna turn into a diamond like it just did. Now I'm gonna hit M to switch to mining mode, and it tells me that that asteroid is an M type. Now M types contain tungsten, laranite, and festonite, all right? It's now your choice. You need to decide, do you want to pursue that rock, or do you want to move on to something else that's potentially more valuable, like a Q type, which is going to have quantanium. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and move on so that I can show you some more stuff here. Now, what a lot of people do, and this is a mistake, I'm telling you right now it's a mistake. There are some people that want to try to say that this is incorrect, but we've proven it time and time again on streams, etc. If you do not switch back to scanning mode right now, you're gonna cause yourself heartache, because you're gonna go and try to scan more rocks and you're gonna bug them. It's true, and it's a considerable number. Like, for half the rocks you scan that way, you're gonna bug them and they'll become unscannable. So hit V, switch back to mining mode. Expand your circle, hit the comma button 6 times to get back to 179 degree FOV, and go ahead and ping again. Here's a rock that's 98.85 out. I'm gonna get over the top of it. I'm actually gonna switch over to my game glass panel because I have buttons that do the rest for me. We're gonna go to 2 degree FOV and tight scan. I'm gonna hit tab. It's gonna ping the rock. Mining mode, that's an E-type. E-types tend to contain corundum, diamond, gold, and borates, right? Now that doesn't mean that every single E-type rock is gonna have all 4 of those. It's just that's the stuff an E-type rock can contain. I don't want those. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back out on my FOV, etc. I'm going to actually switch over to scanning mode, go back out on my FOV and my scan ring. I'm gonna ping again, and I see there's a rock over here at 12.3 kilometers. I'm gonna start heading towards it because I need to be within 12 kilometers for any of this stuff to work, all right? Switch my FOV, tighten up my scan, hit ping. There's our diamond, hit M. That's an M-type asteroid. So tungsten, laranite, hephaestonite again, right? I don't want that. Hit V. I'm gonna go ahead and go back to my wider FOV, etc. I'm gonna send out another ping, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and recenter myself here. And I'm gonna look at this rock down here that's like 7,700 out. And that's actually, generally speaking, way further off of my path than I would want to be. But I want to make sure that we get a few good scans in here so you folks can see what I'm talking about. All right. Switch to mining mode. That's an E-type. We already covered E-types. So I'm going to switch back to scanning mode. I'm going to go ahead and aim my ship at my destination. We're gonna re-expand that circle, and I'm just gonna cruise here for a minute. All right, I'm gonna send out a couple of pings. All right, we got some rocks over here. Here's one that's within a good range, so I'm gonna go ahead and tighten up my controls here, or tighten up my view, and put my crosshair over it, ping it. There it is, M. That is a P-type rock. Now, P-type rocks are corundum, aluminum, diamond, titanium, and bexolite. Now, bexolite is the second most valuable commodity in the game as far as what you can get from mining. All right, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and pursue that rock, and we're gonna see what's in it. We're gonna check to see the percentage of bexolite and how much that can put in my hold. All right. So as we get closer to that rock, I'm gonna switch back over to mining mode, and at some point it will pop up and it'll give me the percentages of all of the materials that are in that rock. All right. Now this rock might not even have bexolite in it, but we're taking a chance here. We're gonna go ahead and get close. And we see it's corundum, aluminum, titanium, and inert materials. All right. Let's just assume, however, we're gonna make believe for a second that the corundum is actually bexolite. So we're gonna say that this rock actually has 25.11% bexolite in it. The next thing I want to know is how much is that gonna give me? How much bexolite am I actually gonna get from that into my hold? Now, there's a lot of websites out there where we can go and we can put in numbers and it'll tell us how much stuff is in a rock. Screw that. I don't care about any of that stuff. No. I'm going to teach you how to do it manually so that you don't have to worry about alt-tabbing and trying to put in all these numbers. And, alt-tabbing, it does a couple of things. One, it takes your eyes off the game. And if somebody jumps in and starts shooting at you while you're alt-tabbed, you won't even know what's happening. You just come back, you're dead. Two, the more you alt-tab, the higher percentage chance there is that you're going to crash the game. Some people have tablets or laptops or whatever that they kind of dedicate to being able to look stuff up offline. I personally would rather do it myself, so I'm going to teach you how to do it yourself. So this rock has a mass of 4,931. Now that 4,931 doesn't mean anything until we convert it, all right? And the way we convert that 4931 to SCU is we do 4931 times 2 divided by 100. All right. And that's going to tell us that that rock is a total of 98.62 SCU. All right. Now, every single one of you has a smartphone. Don't tell me you don't have a smartphone. I don't believe you. You're lying. All you got to do is grab that smartphone, open it up, and open your calculator app, and you can get all this information, right? So now we've got the total SCU of the rock. We want to find out how much of this imaginary bexolite is in the rock. So there's 25.11%. We're going to express that number as a decimal. So what that means is we're going to take this decimal place, or decimal point, and we're going to move it 2 places to the left. So we're going to multiply our 98.62 times 0.2511, right? So that's 25.11%. We're going to hit enter, and we see that that is 24.76 SCU of fake bexolite. That is probably worth mining, okay? When you run into Quantanium rocks, I don't care what anybody says, a rock that's gonna give me 24, almost 25 SCU of Quantanium, I'm gonna mine it, right? They don't all have to be rocks that'll fill you up 32 SCU. Are those rocks nice? Of course they're nice. That's a $274,000 payday when you drop the Quantanium off. But if you find one that's gonna mostly fill you up, take it. Get paid. Get money. Christ's sake. From there, if we decide we're gonna mine this rock because it's got freaking 20, almost 25% of fake bexolite in it, then we go ahead, we mine it, we get the materials, we go to a station, we refine it, etc. We're gonna talk about this stuff more in a future video, but I wanted to get this out here to let you guys know how this scanning thing works, right? Because it just seems to be very misunderstood. I will add this. If you scan half a dozen, 8, 10 rocks in a row, or try to scan them, and when you hit M to look at the type of rock that it is, and there's no information pops up on it at all, you know, right over here, it's just blank, you're probably on a server that's about to fall over. Go ahead and bed log back in. Hopefully you get a better server and you can start scanning, all right? Just before I shot this video, I actually recorded this video, same video previously, but I was on a funky server and I scanned, or tried to scan, maybe a dozen rocks, and I think I got returns on 3 of them. I went ahead and logged out, logged back in, and you see the difference, right? I'm getting returns left, right, and center here, all right? Now, real quick, we're gonna talk about the types of rocks you can come across. There's C, E, M, P, Q, and S, all right? C, write this down, folks. C, type C contains aluminum, laranite, Quantanium. Quantanium is gonna be real rare in type Cs, but it can contain Quantanium. Type E's, corundum, diamond, gold, borates. Type M, tungsten, laranite, hephaestonite. Type P, corundum, aluminum, diamond, titanium, bexolite. Type Q, these are the good ones. Quartz, Quantanium, beryl, and borates. Now, so far, every single type Q rock has had Quantanium in it to some degree. It might only be 2%, but all type Q rocks so far have had Quantanium. I've never heard a story of a type Q rock that did not have Quantanium in it. So if you see a type Q, approach it. Find out what it's got in it, make your decision from there. Finally, type S, titanium, copper, borates. All right. Now that only covers rocks that you're going to find in space. On planets, you're going to find all kinds of different stuff: atacamite deposits, felsic deposits, gneiss deposits, granite deposits, etc. I don't care about planet mining right now. We're just talking about space mining. I might talk about planet mining on another video. But for now, that's going to finish us up here. Again, I just wanted to get this information clarified, get it out there. So everybody knows what kind of stuff they're going to be dealing with when you start scanning rocks in space. All right. I'm going to look at this rock over here that's 5K out just because it's only 5K out. And might as well have a look and see what's there. What are you? That's a P-type. All right. So again, I'm going to point myself back at my destination, go back to scanning mode, and start heading that direction. That's going to be it for this video, folks. Get out there, mine, make money, enjoy yourselves. Don't be lazy and just say, I'm not going to hit one key. It's one key, people. And the people out there that are telling people, oh no, you don't have to switch back to scanning mode. Stop it. We've proved it several times. It's irrefutable. If you try to scan from this, you're gonna break or bug the rocks. Stop it. That's it. I'm out. Bye. See you. All right, everybody. I'm just doing a quick supplemental to the mining video that we're gonna attach on the end because we figured out something about rocks that won't scan. So here, you'll notice that I have a cluster of rocks out there that I'm not able to scan, even though obviously they ping, right? So what we've discovered is that the rocks aren't actually there. And if you get up out of your seat, like I'm doing now, you don't actually have to run around the seat like I'm doing. So, but if you get up out of your seat, you sit back down and you attempt to ping those rocks again, they're going to be gone, right? As you see here in the video, they're gone. They've disappeared. Now, sometimes they will appear at a different place, but that's not a guarantee. All we know is that when you have rocks that won't scan, get up, sit back down, send a ping, the rocks will be gone, and that seems to fix other broken rocks in the vicinity as well. So it's gonna help you out a little bit. That's it. We're done. Catch you in the next one. Bye. If you like this content, don't forget to subscribe and make sure you hit that bell icon so you get notified every time new content comes out. Also, make sure you check out Hyndrosa on Twitch TV at twitch.tv/Hyndrosa. And last but not least, we'd like to give a big shout out and warm thank you to all of our patrons over at patreon.com. Your support is absolutely amazing. Thank you all. Later.